Welcome back. Ask anyone getting a little older if they want to stay in their home as long as possible, and almost all of them will say yes. But staying in our homes does get a little more difficult with age. You may not have the strength to do all of your chores, or maybe you can't drive yourself to the doctor, or maybe you just want a little companionship. Whether you're 55 or 105, everyone can use a little help and friendship. Julie Elkier is with Touching Hearts at Home. She joins us now on Colorado's Best. Julie, Touching Hearts, it really is, it shows everyone really that they have choices when it comes to aging.
They do have choices, Paula. It's really important for an individual, the family, the loved ones, to be able to design a program for their family member, and so they can have the choice of having someone come in for a couple hours a day, once a month, to every day, 24 hours a day, just what their needs are.
Really, as little as you need them or as much as you need them, right?
That is correct, as many hours as they should need every day.
And what about families who maybe are caring for a loved one in their own homes?
Well, we can go into that home too, and what I always say is we are there for the family besides the individual who needs the help. And so I feel we're family centered in that sense, and so we'll go in and we can do laundry, we can make the beds, we can make a meal. So if your loved one is staying with you, you actually can go to work and then when you come home there's a dinner ready for you.
Now we're seeing one of your caregivers help a lady named Wilma, and they're preparing some things. I thought this was so fun. Wilma likes to have her girlfriends over for poker, and they're helping her get some pastries and things ready.
They are. Wilma was very excited to be able to have her friends come back over for poker. It had been a while, and so Deanne went in and they organized a menu ahead of time, and so Wilma was helping Deanne in the kitchen, getting everything ready, getting the table ready for her friends, and they really had a lot of fun.
And you also have other caregivers. Here's someone with a disability, just getting some of the help that they need, maybe paying the bills, maybe exercising, really whatever it is that they need, you can help them with.
We can, and that's what's really special about Touching Hearts at Home is we can actually gear it to what they need. And we do a free consult going into the home and meeting with them and matching up our caregivers to their needs.
Well, let's hear from some of your clients themselves.
Well, I'm a big fan of Touching Hearts because I just couldn't live here if I didn't have their help. And they've just helped me a lot when I wasn't able to do things. They put the dishes out of the dishwasher and laundry. They make a meal for me sometimes and vacuum, and I have a cat. The worst part of having anything to do with me is cleaning my cat boxes, and they do that without complaining. They're like friends. They're not like hired help.
It's been really nice to have the Touching Hearts as a resource. Just whatever projects I think of doing that I can't really do myself anymore. Considering that we only, you come over twice a week, it's made a huge difference. I don't have to ask my wife to do everything. I can order Christine around instead, and you're willing to do it. So it's kind of like having my daughter come over.
On days when I want to go play tennis or do something, I have Christine come from Touching Hearts, and she gets him up and gets him dressed and gets his breakfast, in addition to exercise and stuff. So I really, really appreciate it. It's very, very helpful to me.
You can just hear the relief in their voices and the joy too. Wilma, what a sweetie, and David, it's clear that just a little bit of help, a couple of days a week is huge to him and his wife. And I would think that it's not just for the clients themselves, but their family who sometimes need a break, like his wife, so she can go play tennis.
They do, and the neat thing is, we can go in even for 24 hours a day, and we had a couple that had been married for 71 years.
Wow.
And he loved to garden, and she would make rhubarb crisp. And so we would help her with her rhubarb crisp, and we would go out even at 3 in the morning with him, with Louie, to water his garden or just to be outside with him.
At 3 in the morning?
At 3 in the morning.
Whatever it is that they need.
So it is, whatever they need.
And I think it's important with Touching Hearts at Home for everyone to know that it's not just for seniors, right?
No, it's not. It can be for anyone from 40 years on up to 100+. plus. And it's really just, again, it could be for us if we needed to have surgery and we came home and we needed that little extra help in the house.
Yeah, and of course everyone likes to know how you get your caregivers, how you train them. Tell us about the background with Touching Hearts.
Well, we do a thorough background check with them. We look, we do motor vehicle check, and then also we are very focused on education. And so after we've gone through all the processes and we hire them and we train them, we just became certified by the Alzheimer's Association as leaders in dementia care, where over 75% of our staff came in for 8 hours of training.
To reach Touching Hearts at home, you can call 303-962-1276 or go to their website, touchinghearts.com. Thank you.